The design of the program has a fall forest with red and yellow leaves. In white text, the DAN Exposition Series, Horizons, Something's Wrong With Eris, written and directed by Elsa McKnight, music direction by Darcy Watson-Laird. The design of the inside of the program is a green, spooky forest. The DAN Exposition Series is a company centered around staged music. We breathe elements of theater into music over months of workshopping collaboratively. Writing music is a special feat, and it's incredible to have pieces come to life on stage by the collaboration of so many artists with different perspectives to offer. To exercise professional practices in the industry, such as a public staged reading, is something so new to us as students. We are so thankful that we have the resources in the DAN School to workshop this full student-written musical. Through this process, we have expanded our knowledge about what performances can be and of how workshopping a full musical truly happens. Enjoy the show. Heart. We acknowledge that Queens is situated on traditional Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee territory. We are grateful to be able to live, learn, and play on these lands. To acknowledge this traditional territory is to recognize its longer history, one predating the establishment of the earliest European colonies. It is also to acknowledge this territory's significance for the Indigenous peoples who lived and continue to live upon it, and whose practices and spiritualities were tied to the land and continue to develop in relationship to the territory and its other inhabitants today. This all being said, territory acknowledgements are one small part of disrupting and dismantling colonial structures. You may also want to get in touch with local Indigenous nations or organizations to build relationships and support their work. We are grateful for your presence here today, but urge you to also seek out Indigenous art and theater. Program. Act 1. Number 1, Overture and Home. Number 2, There's Something Out There. Number 3, We're Enough, Chelsea Song. Number 4, He's Come. Number 5, There's Something Out There, Reprise. Number 6, Summer. Number 7, Wish You Could Have Been There, Miles Away. Number 8, Something's Wrong With Eris, spoken. Number 9, Travelogue. Number 10, Autumn. Number 11, Chelsea Song, reprise. Act 2. Number 1, Entr'acte. Number 2, Winter. Number 3, Jay and Gordon Song. Number 4, Friendly Intervention. Number 5, Never Knew, spoken. Number 6, Something's Wrong With Eris, reprise, spoken. Number 7, Miles Away, reprise. Number 8, Into the Dark. Number 9, Beyond the Woods. Number 10, We're Enough, reprise. Number 11, Spring. Writer, composer, director, Elsa McKnight. Music director, Darcy Watson-Laird. Eris is played by Isabel Livy. Ghost, played by Nolan Armstrong. Chelsea, played by Sarah Hay. Brenda, played by Kaylee Simoes. Jamie, played by Kira Mavis. Gordon and Grandpa Ernest, played by Connor Williams MacArthur. Mom, played by Delaney Prangley. Ma, played by Natasha Zhang.
Sometimes life hits you in the face. As the ghost says, life happens, I should know I'm dead. Life is inherently chaotic, and so are the people in it. Something's Wrong With Eris is a tale of friendship, grief, and above all, forgiveness. This project came about from an intrusive thought that I had that went a little something like, I wonder if I could write a full musical. Apparently, the answer was yes I can. I walked into this project having only written shorter pieces of creative writing and having very little knowledge of musical composition. I stumbled every step of the way through the writing process of this show, from the actual playwriting to the composition to the directing. But that's the beauty of the workshopping process. You get the space and time to learn and explore something new. I'm not claiming to be an expert in anything, and I know I have so much more to learn, but I think that writing the show is a testament to determination and passion in regard to anything you do. I've put so much work into this musical, having written it over a course of just over a year, with 112 pages and 20 songs, and still more to come. Every single person who has worked on the show, from producers to the musical director to the band to prod team to cast, has put an insane amount of effort into the show. Considering the fact that my writing deadline was March 6th, the cast and band had approximately 3 weeks to learn the finalized music, which is so incredible. I am so grateful to every single one of them for everything they've brought to the show, as they all inspired me throughout the writing and workshopping process. I honestly couldn't have asked for a better group of people to work with on this project.
Elsa McKnight. Production team. Production manager and producer, Grace Delamere. Producer and dramaturge, Victoria J. Marmalak. Technical director, Sophie Bukowski. Assistant technical director, Robert Hertz. Stage manager, Brianna Y. Assistant production manager, Janelle Ruffin. Music editor, Freddie Baker. Assistant stage manager, Tegan Chuck. Lighting designer, Gerald Lee. Live sound designer and mixer, Abby Boatwright. Audio 2, Skylar James. Sound designer, FX, Kathleen Greening. Head of hair and makeup, Kaylin Grassi. Head of costumes and designer, Elliot Norman. Costume crew and designers, Aidan Robert Bruce and Hunter Wolf. Front of house manager and accessibility, Emily Brightman. Front of house assistant and accessibility, Giselle Castillos. Photographer, Olivia Wiley. Props and set, Jonas Jacobson and Clanny Mugabe. Head of marketing, Liz Perrine. Graphic designer, Dominique Delben. Videographers and editors, Griffin Penny, Rochelle Kai, and Juan Huerta. Sound operator, Georges Al-Shaman. Captions operator, Alex Wilson. Lighting operator, Kendra Johnston. Musicians, pianist, Brent Nuevo. Alto sax, Brian Tang Poi. Clarinet, Jess Sweetenham and Freddie Baker. Flute, Madison Burke. Keyboard, Matt Shepardson. Cello, Danton Delbert Sauchuk. Something's Wrong with Eris is a part of our season, DAN Expo Horizons. Horizons are all-encompassing. They are what we are able to see with our feet on the ground, the land that touches the sky, or the ocean all around the earth. They are also the celestial planes that are used to attempt to understand what is beyond this world. They are all-encompassing. All of the staged music in DAN Expo Horizons moves beyond what we know and attempts to understand the unimaginable. These pieces make our heads spin while keeping us grounded in this planet. Next to a graphic of the planet Jupiter and a ghost, reads, Jupiter represents expansion, optimism, hope, vision, growth, and wisdom. Eris and her friends have much to learn. Take a look beyond the woods. We want your feedback and a QR code. Scan the QR code above to access the feedback form for Something's Wrong with Eris. Ghost emoji.
It would mean so much to me if you could take even 10 minutes of your time to give me feedback on my show. Any and all feedback would be invaluable, as I want to spend my entire summer editing and adding more to this show.
From Elsa McKnight. Video stream and a QR code. Want to see the show again but don't have time to come back in person? Well, we will have a stream from April 10th to 17th of a professionally recorded version of our shows. It's only $5 to be sent the link for access, $8 for access to both the series and Something's Wrong with Eris videos. Scan the QR code above for tickets. Ghost emoji and Instagram is at DAN Exposition Series. Our link tree is linktree.danexpo. Our email is danexpo@queensu.ca. Special thanks to Brian Fromer and Adair Reedish for all your help, support, and jokes along the way. Thank you to Dean Burry for sharing your musical and compositional expertise. Thank you to Graham Rennick and Daryl Christie for supporting us throughout the process. Thank you to our team for all the incredible work you have put into this show. We could not have asked for a more lovely and supportive group of people to bring this music to life. Heart. End of program.